let's get warmed up for this really fun workout. I know, my idea of fun, but you're here, let's do it. My name's Rhoda, welcome to Fab and Fit Over 40 and Beyond if you're new here. Let's twist up in the front. If you're coming back for more, I'm so glad you are a part of this channel. I invite you all to subscribe. No cost to subscribe ever. Let's go arms forward and back. We work on strength training because strength training is what's going to maintain our muscle and allow us to have a metabolism as we age. Lean muscle burns more calories than fat does. So by making lean muscle, we keep our metabolism higher. Kick it out here. We also work on low impact cardio. We have a little bit of that here today as we end each circuit to get a little movement and blood to the muscles. And abs, core, and balance show up in every workout because as we age, our balance is so important. Obviously, we want our abs to look good, tap out and in. But more importantly, posture and balance are key to having a healthy life as we age. Today, a lot of fun, arms up and down. I know I've said that, right? We have a hybrid, and I'll explain what that means. Strength and conditioning boot camp. Let's swing the arms. Hybrid means we combine different training techniques, strength and cardio usually. And what we're going to do is our strength portion is going to follow sort of a Tabata format, only 40 seconds versus 20 seconds of work up and over here. And then we will combine everything for a compound move, another way to get the heart rate up while doing strength training. And then each circuit, we have 5 of them, ends with 30 seconds of cardio. Okay, so get ready to work. I'm using 5s, 8s, 10s, 15s, and 20s. If you have a variety, great. If not, grab what you have, soup cans or water bottles. That's how I started. I'm going to grab a 10-pound weight for a good morning to get us going here. Behind the head, elbows out, toes forward. You're going to drive the hips back, kind of like a deadlift, very much like a deadlift. Flat back, drive through your heels, up, hips forward, squeeze your glutes. Pull the tummy tight here, warming up that core. This is a really good way to start a workout. Down and up here. So we have all abs in this initial strength. Now these hybrid workouts, you can call them a number of things. Hybrid is a search term, so I'm going to use that because we want people to find the channel. This is metabolic conditioning. We're using 3 different training techniques here. We're getting that strength training. All right, we're moving on to a standing bicycle crunch, so I'm going to grab my 8s. We'll go with your right knee first. We're using right here what we're doing, which is 10-second rest, 40 seconds of strength, but only 10 seconds to transition, kind of like a Tabata format. So we're getting our heart rate up, letting it rest for just long enough, not come down too far, and we come right back at it with these strength movements. And then we're going to combine them, another training technique there. So that takes metabolic conditioning is just using different forms of energy in the body. You have 3 systems. You have your aerobic, combined with your lactic acid, and then your lactic acid combined with stored energy in your body. I'm going to grab my 20s here. We have oblique leans, but there's only a little bit of it, or lean to your right, in your muscles, that they go to that when they have nothing left. So each of these types of techniques, this sort of Tabata HIIT format for the strength, and then the compound, and then our cardio, tap into our energies in our body a little bit differently. So that is how we condition our metabolism. Just like with your heart, you're strengthening your heart when you do cardio. We're strengthening our metabolism when we challenge it. And that's what we're doing here. All right, we are going to combine these. I'm going to grab a 10, and we will be all on your right side after our good morning. Okay, good morning here. We have 1 minute, so nice and slow down, bicycle crunch, then lean to that side, come up. Good morning. Crunch left side, lean left side. So this is a minute. This is endurance. with lots of moving parts. All of these muscles want oxygen. So they're competing with each other. And the heart's just doing its best to keep up with all the demands with the oxygen. And if it can't, then it's got to tap into other systems in the muscles to keep you going. When you get really fatigued, so long as you can keep your form going, I want you to keep going, because that level of fatigue, and when we get to that point, that's where the magic happens, where you're approaching failure. Good. All right, 20-second rest into that cardio already. We're just gonna bring our hands up and tap back. I want you to move. We're gonna go right toe back, 30 seconds. This is where I want you to turn it up, okay? All you got here, okay? Nice and quick movements. Here we go. Reach up. Boom, there we go. Warming up the shoulders. They're up next. And a nice long 40-second well-deserved rest. Good job. First circuit's done. All right, so 3 different training techniques, hybrid workout, conditioning our metabolism. It's all good, right? That's all the things that we're here to do. All right, bonus, you're gonna look great. All right, we're on to a high row deadlift preacher curl. I'll fix my mat. For my high row, I'm gonna go 10s. My deadlifts, I'm gonna get my 20s ready to go. And then I will go back to my preacher curls with 10s. Maybe I could do those 15s. But let's start with your high row. Pull like you're holding a bar, pulling it up. My elbows are leading the way towards the ceiling. My elbows are not coming to the back of the room where I twist the dumbbells. That's not what we're doing. Think about holding a bar, pulling it up under your chin. Wrists stay neutral. You should feel this in the top of your shoulders. You're going to feel the front of the shoulders, the back of the shoulders, and the biceps, but the top of the shoulder. I want you to feel that. That means you're pulling up in the right way. Nice and close to the body, letting those elbows lead. Good. 10 seconds to transition to those deadlifts. I'm going to go heavy. Weights in my heels. Again, I'm holding a bar, okay? I'm going to deadlift down, flat back. I go to about mid calf and up. You go to where you feel you're in control and you're not feeling any pull on your back. This is not about touching your toes. Do not round your back. Keep it nice and flat. Drive your hips back. Bend the knees a little bit. Pushing through the heels, squeezing the glutes at the top. Training them to do exactly what you want them to do, which is squeeze, right? You don't want to have to walk around squeezing all day long. You just want to train them, build them, create that strong muscle that just plain looks good. Good. All right. Putting those down, I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go to 15s because this is alternating. Palms face you. Right arm up first, up and over, and down. Now, when we go to the combination of all 3, I'm going to stick with my 10s. And I'm doing that because what we have to do, I'm giving you a chance to really work with your dumbbells here, work with your heavier dumbbells, but when we do the combination, you're going to say, which one do I have to use the lightest weight on? And that's the dumbbell weight you're going to pick. And don't feel like you're cheating yourself. You're not. It's just a different training technique. It's a way to get that cardio effect while we tone muscles, and we want that. We're burning a lot of fat in this workout. All right, with my 10s, we're going high row, deadlift, preacher. High row, deadlift down and up, do your curls. So this is different than isolation, which we were doing. We were doing just one move. This is about lots of body parts moving at the same time, getting that heart rate up a little higher, burning calories in the workout, toning the muscles you just strengthened with your heavier dumbbells, if you're using heavier dumbbells, if you have options. And if you're finding you have one set of dumbbells and things are getting easy, that's a wonderful thing. I remember when that happened to me. Things getting easy now. I used soup cans and water bottles when I started, and it was hard. I was just learning. I was 30s, in my 36, 37, and it was really hard until it wasn't. And that's when I got 5-pound dumbbells. I actually bought a Denise Austin VHS tape that came with 5-pound dumbbells. All right, we have front raise with a leg raise. So same arm and leg, just like this. Here's your cardio, right side first. So it came with 5-pound dumbbells. So bonus, remember when we used to pay $20 for a VHS tape? And that was one workout? Those times have changed, haven't they? So I thought, great, this comes with dumbbells. So that's where I got my first pair of dumbbells, 5 pounds. And I used those for quite a while until that got easy. So wherever you're at, know that I was there once too. We all start at the beginning. Whew, heart rate up, 40 seconds to rest. We all start there. And where you're at, you're here. You're doing something good for yourself. You are worth it. So welcome back. Wherever you're at in your fitness journey. I kind of like that term and don't like that term, fitness journey, but it is a journey. All right, rack squat. So I'm going to go, I think I'm just going to go with my 8s here because I'm going to put them up on my shoulders. Modifiers. You're going to be doing a kick and down. If you need a chair for balance, I want you to grab a chair, okay? Whew. Otherwise, we're doing a squat here. Toes out just a tad. Sit way back. Drive it up. Squeeze the glutes. So in a fitness journey, there is no final destination. We think, oh, well, we're going to get there one day. It's life. It's your life that you should be moving. Your body was meant to move. Keep moving it. And your body should reward you with a much healthier life than if you were to do what so many people do, and it makes me so sad. They stop moving. It happens to teenagers. They don't take gym class anymore. They stop moving, and they never start moving again, and that's sad. Cross press, right arm. Get ready. Press. Now I turn the dumbbell, palm down, and then I bring it in. Whatever works for you. If it's right here, if that's heavy enough, that's fine. When you turn the dumbbell, gravity's pulling on both heads of the dumbbell. Just makes it a little heavier. So keep your fitness journey going, it's my point. Every day, moving somehow, even if that's setting a timer and getting up from your desk because you have a busy day, but you can walk for a minute every hour. Set a timer, get up and walk. It's okay. I'm going to hold my dumbbells here. Oh, wait. Yep, I am. Kicking out with the tricep here. I'm going to tap my toe with it. Stick with my 8s. And in. Working the back of the arm. So if you set a timer, let's say you have a super busy day, you absolutely can't schedule in that workout. And we'll talk about that. But give yourself some distance to walk wherever if you're driving somewhere. And then, if you're at a desk all day, set some timers. When that timer goes off, take a minute, get up, walk. Walk for a minute. Do that 8 times a day. Now you have 8 minutes. Maybe you've parked away, so you had another minute or 2. You're getting that movement. All right, we are going to either do that leg extension or squat, down and up, cross press each side, kick out each side, and squat. So how can we get these workouts in? In my experience, personally, and professionally, so myself, as well as people I've worked with, schedule the time. If you had an appointment with me, you'd show up, right? I hope you would. Usually people did. But if you had an appointment with me, you show up. Make that appointment. Look at your week ahead, whatever day that might happen. A lot of us, it's Sunday. Where can you fit in 3 workouts, 3 30-minute workouts? Find a spot each where that's going to work in the next 7 days. Is it a work day? Is it a weekend? Where? And schedule that appointment. Schedule it with yourself. You're more important than I am. You're the boss of you. Do not stand up your boss, okay? Let's grab 5s. I'm going to do a press, kick, and then we'll switch. This is your cardio. Let's move. Press, kick. So, you wouldn't stand up your boss, right? You're the boss of you. Don't stand yourself up. Schedule those workouts and show up. If you can schedule more than 3, great. If you really can't, schedule where you can get some of that walking in, or look for the 15-minute workouts. We've got about 8 of them I've just released. They're on the channel. Look for those. Fit in a 15-minute workout, or if you have a favorite workout that you really like, do the first 15 minutes one day and the second 15 minutes the other day. That works too. All right, we are on to our 4th out of 5 circuits. We have alternating side lunges. We're going to step to your left first. I'm going to go with my 15s here for the side lunges, then we go into a back row, and then we go into a twist. So I will lighten my dumbbells for that. Let's step to the side, or don't go so deep. Same movement. Watch the modification if you need to protect the knees. Otherwise, get nice and low with me. Push up. We're pushing out of that bent knee to leg to standing. Get those feet right underneath you, abs tight. Then step to the other direction and push. Good. Move into some back rows. Again, that's a large muscle. Go heavier here if you have options. You're going to come down into a deadlift position. We're going to pull back towards the waist and down. Let's do 5 reps, and we'll stand to rest that lower back a little bit, and then we'll go back down. So take it down for 5. One more. Push through your heels, drive the hips forward, squeeze your glutes, might as well. Take advantage of that stand up position. 5 more here. Drive it up, squeeze, take it back down for your final 5 or however many we can get in these last few seconds. Maybe we can get 5, I think we can. Then I'm going to lighten my dumbbells. Going to my 10s. We're going to come down into that deadlift position. Once we're here, we'll twist to one side and then the other, and then we'll stand. So take it down with me. Get your deadlift, twist. Other side, twist. Stand it up. Take it down. Twist it out. Work in the back still here. You'll feel this differently because of the movement. We're moving into rhomboids, right around your shoulders, your traps. I should say right around your spine. These muscles, they're smaller muscles than that lat we just worked, but they all work towards nice posture and balance. Good. All right, we are combining. Follow me. We're going to go one side lunge, back row in the lunge, stand, one twist. Step to your left, do your row. Bring it up, row, twist right. Come on up, side lunge. Row, sorry, almost forgot that. Twist left. and over the other side. I'm going to stay hinged forward a little bit here. I realized when I did the modification filming, it actually keeps me in a better position so long as I'm driving back through my hips, okay? I'm not leaning forward. I'm leaning forward, yes, but my body weight is coming down through my hips into my heels. Finish with me. This is an interesting combination. Some of these I think I make up in my sleep, and then I do them and I'm like, that does work. Okay, moving on to cardio. We're gonna skate and punch. I'm gonna give my shoulders a rest. Pick up the light dumbbells if you'd like. We'll punch with the right arm first. So it looks like this. I just wanna get a little blood flowing, take a break from the dumbbells, and move. Here we go. But you do what feels good for you. If you feel like picking up dumbbells here, might add a little boost to your cardio, you go right ahead and do that. Now this next circuit will be headed down to the mat, or if you want to stay off the mat, you'll be using your chair. We'll be doing glute bridges. You'll be doing glute bridges in your chair. When we do the combination, I'm going to have you stand and sit. I think that's going to work out best with the combination, because we're going to do a glute bridge, chest press, overhead lat, which is overhead and up. Okay, so when we combine it, you will be seated. You're going to stand and sit. Okay, once you're seated, you'll do your chest press, overhead lat, and in. Stand and sit. Okay, all right. I'm going to grab my 15s and my 10s. Starting with that glute bridge, so I'm going to use my 15s in my lap. If you're doing this in a chair, you're not using dumbbells. You need to hold onto the chair. But I'm going to hold my 15s in my lap. Heels are in towards my glutes. Driving up and down. Drive it up. Now I have my hands on these dumbbells, keeping them secure, not letting them roll down the hill, because at the bottom of the hill is my face. So be very careful if you're using dumbbells in your lap. Hips up, squeeze, and then come on down. Same in the chair. When you come up out of that chair, squeeze those glutes. You're getting a little bonus with the arms working there as well. All right, I'm going to move more center. We have a chest press. I'm using palms towards each other because that's going to work best in the combination. Plus, I have heavier dumbbells here. If you have light dumbbells and you want to open it up like this, it does create a little more resistance on those light dumbbells. I think with the 15s, I'm going to be just fine right here. I'm going to switch it to 10s when we go into that overhead lat. And then I'll use the 10s for the combination. Work on the chest. And this is getting heavy. How am I doing? There we go. Okay. I usually know when it's time for that beeper to go off because it's real heavy. All right, I'm going lighter. I'm going to touch the dumbbells together. They stay together. Overhead slight bend in my arm, bringing it up. Now in the chair, you're using light dumbbells here, or you could even do this without dumbbells, because this is far away from your body and you're seated. So it's a little different than on the floor. A lot of pull on your arms from the seated position. So that gravity might be enough resistance for you. I've always liked this move. Just like to feel how my chest and back are working together there. Now, combining. Heels in. We're going to glute bridge up and down. Then we'll do our press. And then into that overhead. So glute bridge, come down. Now we press up. Dumbbells are together. Overhead, back up. Bring it down. Glute bridge. Press. Come down. Finish the glute bridge. push the back to the mat here. If you're feeling like your back is coming up off the mat and you can't control that, you need to lighten your dumbbells, okay? We don't want to be hurting your back because maybe your upper body can go heavier with the dumbbells, but it's at the sacrifice of that lower back. That means form is not good, and anytime form is compromised, you need to kind of address that. Why is that happening? And how can I fix it? We're going to pop up after this for our cardio. Everybody up. And we're going to do a low jack, but the arms are going to come forward. So as if you were doing a jumping jack, but we're taking that jump out. Go right toe out first. Ready? This is it. Let's do it. Tap. Big smiles because you're here. 30 seconds and you're done. Not even now, right? Because the timer is going. You did it. You did something good for yourself. You took the time. You gave yourself the value it deserved. Take the time to take care of you. Then you can take care of everybody else. And you'll be better at it. Because you'll be healthier and stronger. And not only physically, mentally. Okay? When you do good things for yourself, your brain is happy. All right. Wonderful job, ladies. Here's your confetti. I know you like that. Clients have said, that's awesome. I like seeing that. I finished the workout just so I can see it. Reach up and over. Whew. How did you do? Please tell me. Let's pat yourself on the back. Stretch that tricep. Big pat on the back because you're here now. You completed the workout. You did it. Reach up and over. You know, I'm so proud of you guys. I say that people are like, you don't know me. I'm like, I do know you. You help me know you with your comments and your stories, your life stories. I love hearing, the challenges that life has given you. If you need advice, I'm not a doctor. Roll your shoulders back, but I can at least encourage you, if not give you ideas. If you have challenges that you're going through, especially as it relates to your diet and exercise. Let's step back, bring a toe up, stretching the back of the leg here. Whew. Well, I am glad that workout is done. Other side. I always feel good when a workout is done. They say nobody ever regretted a workout ever. I don't think that's necessarily true. As long as you're working within your limits and not putting yourself in a situation where you might get injured. Grab a wall or a chair, whatever you can to balance here. And let's go to the other side. I want to thank all of you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. If you have not subscribed, it's free. Hit that subscribe button, helping us grow. Helps me bring you more content. Let's roll the shoulders. You can boost out the workout. It's not called boost. It was going to be. It's underneath, right underneath the bottom where you can like, share, etc. There's a button that you can hit that says, boost this or share this with other creators, other subscribers, thumbs back, other exercisers like me on YouTube that maybe haven't found Rhoda's channel. It kind of helps YouTube realize that maybe they should be showing it to more people. So thank you so much for that. Super thanks. Supporting the channel, buy me a coffee, anything you can do. Other side, I appreciate all of you. More than I think you know. You give me as much, if not more, than you tell me I give you. I couldn't do this without you. Group exercise has always been my favorite thing. This is a little different than the group being in the room, right? But I feel like it's group exercise. I really do. It's so much fun for me. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here with you right now. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you next time.